It's a long hold for the racers, and then they get off to a start. And in the middle, that's a decent start from Hunter Corney. The young Aussie has had a very, very good weekend, and that is a flying start by Russell.
Absolute flyer. It looks as though Ramdan trying to get up the inside of him, but it is the 14-year-old Australian Hunter Corney who leads the field into turns 1 and first sector.
Yeah, Ramdan Rosley on 2. It's a fast circuit, but it's very, very wearing on the tyres. You're doing so much changing, getting yourself up and into this right-hand corner. You kind of slalom your way up that part of the course. Hunter Corney, well, that's a terrific start from the young Aussie. Fourth fastest, a 1:46.2. He was more than a second down on Hiroki Ono in qualification as Ramdan comes past.
And just being passed by... That was Sartak, just went past Hiroki Ono, but is he going to hold it? Yes, he is.
We also see Shihari Dave on debut, the Indian. He's got himself up into that leading group of 4 or 5 as well. 8 laps of the circuit.
That was a poor start for Chiran Vishwanath, who's had a really good weekend. Started from the front row, now down in 7, so he's given up 4 places.
Also a tough start for Luis Miguel as well. He's way off the pace.
Yeah, Hiroki Ono has given up 5 places from pole position to be currently 5th or 6th. You've got to keep your eyes on him, but yeah, there he is.
Okay, as they come round the bottom end into this home straight once again. They weave through, and it is Hunter Corney who has the lead. Actually, Ramdan Rosley's got just ahead of Hunter Corney. Sartak is in P3, he's recovered. And Rendi in 4, Oni in 5. Dexa Alma is a new name for us. He's got himself in P6.
Chiran recovering from that poor start as well. Hiroki Ono up to P4 after his poor start to the race.
Just keeping an eye on Luis Miguel, the young Spaniard who's had such a very, very good season. He's still out on the circuit. I'm not sure he's actually going to complete the first lap.
Yeah, Hunter Corney doing a sterling job there, still hanging in P2. He's only given way so far to Ramdan Rosley. Behind him, he's got Sartak.
Bike number 3 is Sartak. There's Ramdan. Hunter Corney as Hiroki Ono squeezes his way in. Lovely drone shot. Gosh, it shows the full beauty of Mandalika, does that corner.
It absolutely does. Let's take a look here. Hiroki Ono sets Hunter Corney in his sights.
That was an aggressive move, that was, by Ono. I don't think he likes the spotlight being off him as he eases his way through to P2 ahead of Hunter Corney. And Hunter, I think, just learned a little bit about what the quality of Hiroki Ono's all about there.
I think he did, but he started 4th. He's currently 4th.
Sartak Javan's got himself up into P3. Ono has a look on the inside. We'll stick just with Hunter Corney. He might drop back a little bit, but good moments in the spotlight for him there. He'll cross in P4 behind Sartak Javan, ahead of Dexa Alma. It's Ramdan Rosley and Hiroki Ono, though. They are leading the way, and Ono, well, is looking to take the lead for the very first time, but Ramdan Rosley, he's such a cussed competitor, is Ramdan.
Absolutely. These two are absolute beasts as competitors go. Lovely guys, but my goodness, as competitors, they are absolutely no-hold-barred monsters. Ramdan never ever gave up the chase to Hiroki Ono throughout 2024, which is absolutely dominated by the Japanese rider.
Ono slides through on the inside, takes a nice line.
About a second, or I think 1 second gap there, back to Sartak. Hunter Corney slipping back to 5th.
I've really felt for Ramdan chasing here. In any other competition, he'd be winning titles, he'd be getting 1st and 2nds. Well, he's getting a lot of 2nds, but they're all behind the man who's in P1.
Look at the body language there. He's absolutely on it. He hasn't given up. Using the whole of the track and then some.
Yeah, plus. Behind them, Sartak Chaban is chasing, as he has been all season. They're 1, 2 and 3 in the championship standings. Oh no, in the red helmet, leads the way.
Alfa Rizal doing a good job too. Running 5th, he's the latest one to get ahead of Hunter Corney.
As they come through, 5 laps to go. Ono has the lead from Ramdan Rosli. Their lead is 1.2 seconds from the men immediately behind them, Sartak Chaban, Rendi and Hunter Corney, who's hanging in there with that little second group.
Durant trying to recover from his poor start. Still trying, but he's really struggling. He was strong. Grand Prix practice, good in qualifying. Getting it all his own way in the race.
He just beginning to go backwards now on bike number 9. It's good to give the youngster a little bit of love. Ahead of him is Chirant Vishwanath. Oh, Vishy, he was on P3 in qualification. He's not replicated that form in the race itself.
Fastest lap is with Rocchiono, unsurprisingly, 146.1. Hunter Corney running 47.4s, so that does indicate why he's slipping back a little bit.
Dexter Alma's also slipping back, the bike number 25. He and Corney, well, they enjoyed their moment in the glorious sunshine here in Lombok. In the meantime, Sartak Chaban is just beginning to creep up on the front 2.
This is, as we were saying, the 1, 2, 3 in the championship. Sartak suitably motivated perhaps. The lights went out, is trying to catch up on his rivals.
This is the little scrap for P5 that we're focusing on before we have a look back once again at the front 2. In P5, you've got Chirant Vishwanath, Dexter Alma and Hunter Corney, 5, 6 and 7 respectively. Corney going through. Now then, let's focus on the leaders. And just tell me, Barry, Sartak Chaban, bike number 3. I think he is closing in. He's got to within a second of the front 2.
Yep, just closed that down a little. Maybe made up 3/10 on that last lap. Half distance now, just over half distance. Roki looking now untroubled at the front.
As they head out towards the ocean. Rendi in some good form today. Rendi, the number 10, hasn't had a particularly good season. A best position of, well, he picked up 10 points, so he's had a P5. And he's in P4 at the moment, so looking for a season best position is the number 10.
Yeah, started 8th, so going well for Rendi. Not so good yesterday.
Sartak goes through inside Ramdan as Hiroki Ono powers away. Gosh, we know he's got the experience, Sartak. We can see the position switched. Ono's got that experience, but he never lets up, does he?
Yeah, I think the thing to watch out for, let's perhaps forget about Hiroki Ono for now, but Sartak catching Ramdan and Rendi catching Sartak.
Behind them, Chirant Vishwanath needs to get some points. Again for Chirant, he started off with a podium in Buriram in the first weekend of the season, hasn't been on the podium since. He's had 1 DNS and 1 DNF, yeah, which isn't good.
Yeah, Sartak has got the better of Ramdan. And Rendi looking like a real contender for the podium.
I think so. I think Rendi is putting his best performance of the season by some distance, and he's joined onto the back of Ramdan Rosli, the bike number 10. He's 3rd in that little group. But it's a nervy look over the shoulder there from Sartak Chaban.
Yeah, very different rider this season, isn't he? Last season he was quick, made quite a few errors, and now...
Sartak, yeah, absolutely.
Beg your pardon. Sartak is now thinking about the championship. He's just 16 points off Hiroki Ono.
He's looking for a 6th consecutive podium. Saying that, Ono's looking for a 3rd straight win and a 4th win of the season. And Ono is looking good for a 4th win of the season.
Last time around he was 1.6 seconds ahead as
Rendi
does indeed fulfill that promise and go through on Sartak. sorry, go through. Yeah,
Yeah, on Ramdan.
on Ramdan, yeah.
Sartak chasing. It is amazing what knowing the circuit does. Indonesia's a big place, but he will have ridden here a couple of times at least. That home advantage does tell.
Yeah, and both Ramdan and Sartak filled both podiums last year. So this is an exceptional job from Rendi.
The lead is over 2 seconds, and Rendi now into P2 as they come to the bottom end of the circuit. That's turn 16 as they take this left into the home straight. Going over the start-finish line. Oh, we've got a casualty.
Rider down. Let's wait and see the number here.
Nixon Frost.
So
Ono leads, Rendi second, Sartak third, Ramdan fourth. Behind them, Chiranth. Hunter Corney has recovered after a tepid moment. But this is impressive from Rendi.
Yeah.
Ramdan looking over his shoulder. This is not good for Ramdan Rosley's championship hopes.
Yeah, all is not well. We know he'd be further up if everything was firing as it should. Yeah, Sartak doing a good job of trying to get the better of Rendi, but Rendi goes ahead again.
First season, looking for a first podium. Bike number 10.
Yeah, this is a cracking battle here. Let's bring out the fight that we know lies within Sartak as he looks across at the Indonesian. Grandstand view for Ramdan.
Rendi didn't like being overtaken. Gosh, it's like seeing a new rider, isn't it, Rendi, in this kind of form?
Yeah, we heard he was good when he came with a good reputation, and now we're seeing it.
Ramdan Rosley comes onto the back of Sartak Chavan. That'll be the real target, I think, for Ramdan, to make sure Sartak doesn't get a jump on him. In fact, Ramdan just has a little peek on the inside. On the bottom end. Hiroki leads, and the lead is a gargantuan 3.2 seconds. From Rendi, from Sartak, from Ramdan.
Yeah, and the fastest rider, who isn't Hiroki Ono, is Rendi. On 46.5. It's a tenth quicker than Sartak last time around. Yeah, as you said, Des, this is like looking at a new rider emerging into this category, because previously he was in the chasing groups.
In the second chasing group, Sartak has just edged ahead. Maybe this is where the better racecraft of Sartak and Ramdan will come into play. Hiroki Ono on his own as he heads out towards the ocean. Behind them, chasing away into the surf, it is Rendi leading the way from Sartak Chavan.
Oh, contact there.
Switch back from Sartak. Is it effective? The answer is yes.
Yeah, this is good work by Sartak under a lot of pressure. And if he can keep Rendi between him and Ramdan, then that will put him ahead in the championship. They're both currently level on points.
Hiroki Ono goes through. Sartak ahead of Rendi. But Ramdan, we know, will be chasing. They're coming towards the end of this circuit.
Very wide line there being taken by Ramdan Rosley. Swoops back in.
On the final lap, it will be a third win in the row for Hiroki Ono. He takes it, but behind him, the battle goes to Sartak Chavan ahead of Rendi, ahead of Ramdan Rosley. And that's brilliant for Rendi, and not so great for Ramdan Rosley.
And very good news for Sartak in championship terms. So Sartak picks up 20, Ramdan picks up 13.
Behind them, Chiranth Vishwanath, who started in P3, he's in P5. As we focus on Hiroki Ono, Hunter Corney gets himself a very creditable 10 points for P6.